One, two, we are live. How's it going, Kimberly?
It's going really good, even though we're going through COVID. Been keeping myself really busy and just getting through it, hoping to get back on the stage soon.
I know it's so crazy because like every artist is saying that they're like, I just want to play. I just want to play. And it's so strange to have no gigs right now.
No, you know what? And it's really what's been really crazy too is I don't know if you know the story behind this, but I just released a brand new single called Wedding Day,
Yeah.
and it was written by the boys from Dark Walker and from Chris Thorstenson, Dave Wasloo, and Murray Pulver, and it was so weird because we did this. I heard this song back in the summer, and then we went to the studio in November to record it. Went to release it March 27th, and all of a sudden the world went into lockdown, and this was the year everyone was looking forward to having their wedding because they were like, not 2019, let's do it 2020 with a new decade and make it big.
Yeah.
And this song, so this is actually my first live video that we've done since we've released the song, and it's been kind of crazy because we've had to of course we release it to radio, and it's on every streaming forum, but now all of a sudden we can't go out and play it, and we had so much planned for it. So it's been kind of crazy, but keeping myself busy.
It's tough, especially I couldn't imagine just releasing a new song like that. And it's like I want to get it out there, and there's only so much you can do right now with it.
Well, we did send it to radio, and it's been really doing really well. I want to thank Lauren Tuddy because she's been absolutely fantastic in keeping track of the radio and the spins and stuff like that. But like I said, we had a radio tour planned. We were going out on the road. We had several gigs planned, and it's been a while since I've released a single or a song or an album. So I was trying to get restarted again, and all of a sudden, boom! So it's been kind of crazy, but I made myself a list of things to get done while I was at home, and there's a lot of cool things happening under the radar, and I'm getting really exciting. As soon as we're released, I've got big news coming, but we of course have to sit on it right now.
So what have you been doing to stay busy? Like what have we been doing other than making these music plans? What else has been keeping you busy?
Well, you know what? One of the things is I don't know if a lot of artists talk about this, but depression is something that I can suffer from on a regular basis. So I've learned a couple of coping techniques to try and keep myself out of, a depression. And so many people are suffering depression right now because of the COVID. So what I did was I put together a list of all those things that I have not had time to get done. So I got to touch up the paint. I've got to, rearrange some pictures. I want to print some more pictures off, yard work. All the house has been spring cleaned. The walls, the windows, the banisters, everything have been cleaned. So I'm ready to start fishing and getting out there doing some camping and doing some golfing. So all my chores are done at home, and really looking forward to just getting outside. And if anybody knows me, one of my passions is horseback riding. So I ride a lot. Like I ride like all the time. So
have you been able to keep up with at least the riding during the quarantine? Because you can kind of like self-isolate with that.
Well, you know what? Another thing that people don't know is that my husband and I run a residential care home for 3 mentally challenged adults. So my regular income is actually based out of home. And so I don't want to say that I haven't felt the pressure of the COVID, but I can tell you that my regular routine hasn't really been interrupted. So I get up in the morning, I go out to the barn. Most people go to the gym. I go to the barn, clean the barn, go for a good horseback ride, and then come back home and, get lunch ready for the guys and work in the office. I'm in my office right now. I've got my own special little quiet space, and just keeping up with daily projects and, trying to keep not getting upset about this COVID. We're going to survive this. We're going to do well. Canada, a big high five to everyone in Canada because everybody's been staying home and our numbers are going down. So that's really, really exciting. And the faster we do this, the faster I get to get on the road. And so many of my friends will be able to get out on the road and be able to do some touring and play some music for you, because you know what? The international language of love is music. And I'm really giving a high five to all my friends who are out there doing the live concerts on the forums there. So
Yeah, the live streams have been amazing. But you did actually bring up about depression. So I'm just going to throw out tomorrow, we're actually doing a live stream with Cole Malone, who stepped away from the industry for a while because he had some struggles. And tomorrow he's actually going to be opening up about all of his struggles. So anyone who wants to tune into that, it is all going to be about mental health tomorrow. So, and it's going to be the
So
last one of these for a bit. It is, especially like right now. It's like you said,
that's
because
so important, you know.
it's so easy to drop into that depression with everything that's going on.
And I think musicians, because we don't have the regular sort of brains that
No.
everybody else has, and we are the creative people, and we've got to keep going. And as soon as something hits us, I think musicians are a different kind of breed because we are able to keep going, and I think some of the best songs come out of our survivalness of kind of things. But I think that because we do operate from a different side of the brain, what ends up happening is depression can come on pretty easy. And because this business is so hard with the ups and downs, and what a lot of people don't know is that you're out there making music, but you hear more no's every single day than you will hear a yes, and it can really take you down a sad path. And as a female artist also, it makes it very difficult. As a radio personality, I understand the background of radio, and then as a female recording artist, I get to play both sides. And females are 1 in 7 still to this day, a 1 in 7 rotation for radio, so we're not getting half the amount of radio play that we should be getting. And we're not tomatoes in the salad either. I'm sure you've heard that one.
No, we're definitely not.
So that's why I think it's so important that we keep going. And depression, I just actually came out of depression. I left radio, and wasn't really sure what kind of direction I wanted to take. And radio, it almost creates a personality for you, and you become a certain person. And when you leave that radio, it kind of goes, well, who am I now? And I had to go back to who I actually am, and that's the singer, songwriter, and the performer, and get back into a positive space about being who I am, and not having a microphone in front of me all the time to make me who I am. So with mental health and everything else like that, it's a struggle every single day. As a female in the industry, it's a struggle every day. But in the same part, it's also, we're strong women, and we're going to kick butt no matter which way we go.
Absolutely. And then kicking butt, it's like you just said, you just released a brand new single about a month ago. What can you tell us about Wedding Day? Yeah. So what can you tell us about that song? I know that it was written by the Doc Walker guys now.
Yes, it was. Now, okay, so I left radio, and I basically left music. I had no plans to even do another album or any kind of music. And Chris Thorstenson has this beautiful piece of property in Manitoba, and it's on the west side of Lake Manitoba. And it's some of the beautiful sunsets and sunrises you will ever see. And we're very, very proud Manitobans. So we have a campsite out there, and it's right along the lake. And we were all sitting around jamming one day, and Chris won't play the songs that Doc Walker have of the hits, because we know all those, but we were sitting around the campfire, and all of a sudden he told a story, and it's a true story, about being engaged, and just not being in love, but the wedding not working out, but then finding the love of their lives. So this is a true love story. It had my sister and I sitting there in tears. The first verse, you're in absolute tears. You're grabbing your gut, and you're just, oh my God, I can't even handle it. And then before you go through the story, there's finding the true love. It's finding what's really of your inner peace. And this story was so captivating for me. It was a couple of weeks later that I went back to Chris, and I said, hey bud, can I record this song? It's got to be told. This is a great song. And if you listen to the song Wedding Day, and you listen really carefully, it's almost like a song that Reba would record.
Absolutely.
And I said to Murray when we were in the studio, when he played back the tracks to me, that I said, almost sounds a little bit like Reba. Now, I did get to open up for Reba. Actually, I have a picture of her in my studio where I opened up for her a couple of years ago, and one of the most amazing women. So I guess her influence, although I didn't try to do it, it came out with a little hint of Reba. So I'm hoping that people are going to listen to it and download it, because it's getting a lot of recognition and a lot of, and like I said, how, back to the beginning of this interview, how would we have ever been able to figure out that we're going to hear this song in June or July, go into the studio in November, release it in March, and then go into a worldwide pandemic lockdown right before it's released. So I'm hoping everybody's going to download it and listen to it now.
It's definitely, and it's such an amazing song. I listened to it and it's like you said, like it automatically, you can feel the tears starting with it. And then it's like, oh, at the end, it's absolutely beautiful. I love it.
Well, that was the thing too. You know what? I've gotten such a huge response. We put it up on our socials and everything else like that prior to the release to radio. And I think it really captivated a lot of women's hearts. And we've been getting like huge success with it. And I'm really excited about the song. I love performing it. And it wasn't a song that Kimberley Dawn that I would usually do. What I like is I like the more driving songs. If you go into my Spotify and stuff like that, you'll see Built That Way. That's another song written by Doc Walker, but it's a more of a driving, tough girl song. And I don't usually like to show my vulnerability through music with this song, but it came out and it was like, I got to do this. This is like the best song. And it was about the writing of the song. It wasn't so, I was hoping that I could do half a good of job as what Chris Thornton had done on the acoustic version.
Yeah, it's really cool, like to be able to see like the versatility and hear the different aspects of someone's voice and the way you can play with it, essentially.
And well, I wanted to be able to tell the story. Yeah, I wanted to be able to tell the story in its authenticity. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to take away from anything from it. And it was funny because when I spoke to Chris's wife now, I said, do you mind if I actually record that song? And she goes, it's a girl song anyway. So
fair.
We have it. We've got it. And it's out on radio. It's out on Spotify, Apple, all your downloading. So hopefully people will take a listen and at first you'll cry, but then after that you'll be like, yeah. So to all those ladies who are getting married this year or will not be able to get married this year, listen to this song and remember you will be walking down that aisle and you will have your day and it'll be the best day of your whole entire life. And I hope you'll listen to Wedding Day.
Absolutely. And it's so sad because it's like you said, you released this like going into the wedding season and now all of them have damn near been put on hold.
You know what? I don't know that. I don't know that you can't even, if people are planning a destination wedding, they're not going to be able to travel for that. And
no.
I mean, I've seen videos of brides just crying, but it's going to happen. And I I know it because there's a song that's got a story and it's going to be able to do it. So listen to the song and you'll feel a lot better about it.
Yeah. And it's totally one of those story songs. Have you guys thought about doing a video for the song? Because it's one you can see the whole thing just playing in your head when you listen.
You know what, we actually have, but due to restrictions, due to not being able to get a crew, like I said, there was a whole platform that we had laid out that we were going to, follow through with a radio tour. We were going to follow through with a video. Mm-hmm. Video storyline's already been written. And a few guest appearances by a few special people were supposed to happen. But right now with everything being shut down, we just can't, you know what, it's too hard. I live with too many vulnerable people to risk their lives for a video. So we will get to it. I thought about a lyric video, but this
I don't think it would do it justice.
Has such a story to it that it has to be done properly.
Yeah. The lyric video.
No, I don't think so either because every bride has their story. But every bride has their story, but I think we're going to try and tell it. And like I said, special guests with some people making guest appearances in it, and you're going to see a wedding.
That would be awesome. It'll be awesome. Once it comes out, it is going to be amazing. So we were talking about a little bit ago, the live streams and everyone doing these live streams. Have you done any live streams? Are you planning on doing any during this whole quarantine self-isolation?
This is the first one since. Right. No, we haven't done a lot of anything, but I am booked on the 24th. I'm going to be doing a live stream for a friend of mine, Diamonds in the Rough from the Canadian Country Music Awards. I haven't been doing much of anything because, like I said, I live with vulnerable people. Yeah. So I've been really doing I go to the barn, I go to the grocery store with a mask and gloves. I've not been able to see my grandkids. Actually, it's my great grandson, number 5, his birthday today. Grandson number 6 was yesterday. So I have 7 grandchildren and 8 great grandchildren, and they're all celebrating their birthday, but we can't be there with them. So I'm looking forward to getting this COVID over with and being able to hug my babies. But I want to wish my Luke a big happy birthday. He's a big 5 years old and just the cutest. He's a lover and so smart. And yeah, so we'll be Zooming later on and doing some social media with them to wish him a happy birthday. So, and I got to wish Brody a happy birthday, who's my number 6 grandson, and he celebrated his birthday yesterday.
That is insane. I would not consider you to be a great grandmother. I would never have guessed that.
Yeah, I just actually had my number 8 great grandbaby in February, sorry. So she's just a quick 3 months old, and my grandkids range all the way from 30, and then the youngest one to the great grandkids is 3 months old. So I'm very, very, very blessed.
You absolutely are. So Kimberley, for the fans who want to find you online, where can they head to? Where can they head to hear Wedding Day?
Absolutely. Go to my website, www.kimberleydawn.com. But I always have to tell everybody, make sure you're spelling it KIMBERLEYDAWN.com, because otherwise you can head all over the place. Actually,
I understand.
Get it correct.
Oh my gosh. So let's make sure we get the LEY in there. That is amazing.
Yeah.
So guys,
also, on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere.
Perfect. So guys, make sure you guys head over, like the Kimberley Dawn page, check out her website, and check out Wedding Day. While you're at it, make sure you like Starr's Point Media and tune in tomorrow for a special chat about mental health with Cole Malone.
That sounds awesome. Thank you so very much for what you're doing.
Thank you.
So much of the artist to light to your fans, and I really appreciate all that you're doing, and I hope that everyone listening to the song will love it. And let's stay in touch, and hopefully we'll be able to see each other across Canada when we start getting back into the touring.
I know, once you can actually come out west or we can head east, then we're good.
Oh yeah, I hope to see you. We'll be hooking up for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.